Hey, what is going down? Am I on the air universe? Before we get started on today's new episode, I'd like to let you know that it's brought to you by DB Journey. That's right. DB is a Scandinavian brand that makes backpacks and bags to help people on the move stay ready for anything. From the streets to the peaks, DB's gear is travel tested by some of the world's best athletes, adventurers, and creators. Over the past decade, DB has designed and developed, released, and refined the best bags on the market. With DB's patented hookup system, you are able to attach smaller products to your backpack, roller, or tote. We're teaming up with DB to exclusively offer our listeners 10% off your next purchase by using the code POD10 or going to the link in our show notes. DB, it's time to move on, time to get going. Thanks a lot to DB Journey and enjoy the show.
Hi, am I on the air?
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest necks on the cloud, hammer in the air. Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better. Voltron transform to DX Don. Mega and off-scene. You probably think I'm nice, cause I flow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke full of steam on any given night. How short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out. Don, you gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air?
Well, what is going down, everyone? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is Don Mega. I am your host, and I welcome you to the show. It's season 22, episode 31, and tonight's show is titled Catchphrase. We are broadcasting live from the Red Dragons radio studios here in lovely Tucson, Arizona on this Monday, August the 16th. We are back. And we are ready to bring you the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news, everything going down in the world of television, movies, non-spoiler reviews, right here, baby. Am I on the air? So tell your friends and family this is where to go when you want to get what's going down in the entertainment world. I have 3 movie reviews for you guys, and I have several television show reviews for you guys. So we got a lot to dive into on top of the normal news of the week. Of course, from last Monday to this Monday, everything that's happened in the last 7 days. So let's jump right in. I got a couple plugs real quick. Again, if you're not subscribed to our Am I on the Air Quick Bites podcast, make sure you are subscribed to it. What is a quick bite? If you have been living under a rock and you didn't know that a spin-off podcast existed, I am here to tell you, yes, it does. Am I on the Air Quick Bites? A quick bite episode is a 10 to 15 minute episode of one particular topic of information. Sometimes it could be a couple quick things, but it's a very small, quick bite burst of information. It's so when something drops, you don't have to wait to the following Monday to find it out in the middle of a show. It's a designated quick bite of information that I bring to you guys. We try to put out at least one a week. Sometimes we skip a week. If I don't feel like there's anything of value, I'm not going to put one out. But when I feel like there's something to discuss, we drop an Am I on the Air Quick Bite. So we just put one out over the weekend talking about, I'll talk about it later on today's show. But movies are starting to get delayed again, and that's basically what my episode was about. But hey, that's a separate podcast feed. So if you're subscribed to this one and you enjoy me and you enjoy this show and the content, make sure you subscribe to Am I on the Air Quick Bites. It's available on Apple iTunes. It's available on Spotify. It's available on all your regular podcast platforms, including Red Dragons Radio. So make sure you subscribe and follow along to the Quick Bites. And once again, I'm going to shout out that we did put out that Am I Still on the Air the Suicide Squad spoiler review. If you haven't listened to our Suicide Squad spoiler review, what are you waiting for? This thing is available in 2 different formats for you guys because I wanted to make sure you had it any way you wanted. We have a video version that you can watch on our YouTube page. Go to youtube.com/amiontheair. Check it out in video form. But hey, I know a lot of you don't watch video. You just want to listen to podcast. So we have uploaded it to our podcast feed. This one right here that you're listening to, our normal podcast feed, it's there. The Suicide Squad spoiler review in all of its audio glory. It was me, my buddy Friggins, Peeps. We got together for about an hour and 45 minutes and just broke down the Suicide Squad, what we liked, what we didn't like, and everything in between. So video form, audio form, it don't matter. Check it out if you haven't already. Okay, guys, with that out the way, the plugs out the way, let's get into our non-spoiler reviews of the week. Now, I'm going to start with the #1 movie in the world, and ladies and gentlemen, my first 5-star movie of 2021. That's right, I've been talking about how I've been a little bit tighter over the last year. Some people used to say I gave out 5 stars too easily. So, I've been making sure that, hey, if a movie deserves it, it's got to deserve it. So we came close with the Suicide Squad. I gave that 4.5 stars, and a lot of people came at me like, how could you have not given that 5 stars? Hey, man, it just didn't quite hit it all the way to 5 for me. But Free Guy is the one that did it, guys. I had a blast with this movie. I took my daughter with me. She loved it. She wants to go back and watch it again. Characters, endearing, funny, heart, action. I mean, this movie really had everything for everyone. Beautifully directed, wonderful surprises, cameos, all kinds of things coming from Free Guy, and it was just glorious. So Free Guy gets the first 5-star review of 2021. Now, some of you have brought up the fact of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Yes, I gave that 5 stars as well, but I'm on the fence of if I count that as a 2021 film or do I not, because obviously that film was made in 2017. So where does that fall? Yes, it was released in 2021, but I'm not quite sure yet what I will do with that movie when the year is said and done and we're making our countdown list. So yes, Zack Snyder's Justice League gets it. I'm just not sure where it falls on the scale. But for original movies of 2021, Free Guy is the first movie to get that 5-star lock-in. A bank teller named Guy realizes that he's a background character. He's an NPC in an open-world video game called Free City. The game is soon to go offline, and he's got to come to life, and he's got to figure it out, and he works alongside a character named Molotov Girl, played by Jodie Comer, and basically we're trying to... I don't want to get into it. There is a lot more twists and turns to this movie and a bigger overall story that I did not see coming. But of course, this movie has Ryan Reynolds, Jodie Comer, Lil Rel Howery, Joe Keery from Stranger Things, Taika Waititi. And so this movie, I can't hype it enough, guys. This is something that needs to be seen in the theater, needs to be seen on the big screen in the biggest format possible. It's just so good. It's so damn good for so many reasons. And, this is one that I think after the guys see it, maybe we'll come back and do a spoiler review on, because I just want to talk more about it. But it was a fun time. That's where our show title comes from today, Catchphrase, because that's, of course, the one of the characters that pops up towards the end of this movie. Dude, when he arrives, he's... catchphrase, but he's not fully programmed yet, so he doesn't have an actual catchphrase. He just says it. Guys, once again, I just take my enthusiasm for what it is and my 5-star review for what it is and go to the theater and enjoy Free Guy. Now, another new movie that I went and checked out that I was really pleasantly surprised with was Don't Breathe 2, a movie that I really never in a million years thought that we would get a sequel to, and then when we did, that they would be as unique as this was. So the blind man is back, and the blind man's been hiding out for several years in an isolated cabin and has taken in and raised a young girl orphaned from a devastating house fire. Their quiet life together is shattered when a group of criminals kidnap the girl, forcing the blind man to leave his safe haven to save her. So I loved Don't Breathe, the first movie with Stephen Lang, obviously as the blind man, and just everything that kind of came with it. It was a really, really strong movie. And one of my favorites from a horror genre that year, horror thriller. So coming into a sequel, I'm like, how can they really do this again, right? That was such a unique premise of The Blind Man. Well, this time, I mean, they managed to take the villain from the first movie, The Blind Man, and now kind of make him the hero because he's trying to protect his daughter. And it's crazy how they were able to flip it, because this dude is so evil and vile, and he's done some shitty things that we find out in the first movie, but somehow you end up rooting for him in this one. And it takes what could have been a generic dumb sequel and made it very, very cool. I had a blast with this and really enjoyed it. So I would give Don't Breathe 2 4 out of 5 stars. I had a great, great time with it. I thought it was a great weekend at the theater, seeing Don't Breathe 2 with 4 stars, Free Guy with 5 stars. Guys, theatrical experience, man. I love it, and check it out. My third movie is one I just watched at home. I was actually going to see this in the theater last week because it was in limited release. Didn't get a chance to get around to it, and then it's not in the theater anymore, but now it's on premium VOD, and that's the new movie Joe Bell. This stars Mark Wahlberg, and this is the true story of a small-town working-class father who embarks on a solo walk across the U.S. to crusade against bullying after his son is tormented in high school for being gay. So this, like I said, this is a true story about this kid that was bullied in high school. He came out as gay, and he just had a really hard time and ends up committing suicide. His father, played by Mark Wahlberg, Joe Bell, goes on a walk across America to raise awareness and talk to people about bullying. And man, this is a really good movie. This was a touching movie. This was hard to watch at times. It really went across a lot of emotions for me watching this thing, but Mark Wahlberg did a phenomenal job. Reed Miller, who plays Jaden Bell, the kid who commits suicide, he was fantastic in this. Connie Britton pops up in this. Gary Sinise, it was good to see him in this. It was a really, really strong movie. Not enough people went to see it. Like I said, it was in limited release, so support it now that it's on VOD. Watch it. Get ready to probably cry. It's a strong movie, man, but it touches you, and it tells an amazing story with an ending that I really never saw coming because I didn't know about the real story. And the movie took me somewhere at the end there. So very, very interesting, and I definitely think it's worth your time. So check out Joe Bell, now on premium VOD. I would give this movie 4 out of 5 stars as well. So really strong movie weekend. Once again, to recap, Free Guy 5 stars, Don't Breathe 2 4 out of 5, and Joe Bell 4 out of 5. Let's switch gears to television, and I'm going to start off, I got a lot of new stuff, so I'm going to start off with Titans Season 3. So Titans is, of course, based on the DC Teen Titans, right? You got Nightwing, and you got Starfire, and Beast Boy, and you got, it's the Titans, man, but now we got Superboy in there, Hawk and Dove, Robin, of course. This Season 3, man, phenomenal. I can't tell you how amazing I thought the Season 3 kickoff was. This is now on HBO Max. This show was started off as a DC Universe original. Do you remember the DC Universe? It was a streaming service that DC started, and it was their first original series. And Season 1, I liked it, but I had a lot of problems with it as well. It never quite got to where I wanted it, but I did enjoy it. Season 2, I thought, got a lot better. This is where Slade came in, right? We had Deathstroke and all kinds of good stuff going on in Season 2. New characters getting introduced. Really enjoyed Season 2. Now, the DC Universe app has gone away, so Titans has moved over to HBO Max and has now become a Max exclusive. So HBO Max debuted the first 3 episodes of the show, and all 3 were phenomenal. The story so far this season has started off with Robin getting murdered by the Joker, and then Red Hood making his appearance in Gotham City, and Nightwing and the crew got to take down the Red Hood. It's an awesome story. The characters are better. The action is better. The story is better. The budget looks better. Everything is better in Season 3. Guys, I loved it. I've even watched the episodes twice because I wanted to go back and see it again and see what I missed on the first go round. I absolutely loved Titans season 3, the first 3 episodes, and the end of episode 3 was batshit crazy and had my jaw on the floor. I cannot wait for episode 4 later this week. Guys, check out Titans on HBO Max. My next new show is, of course, the newest MCU show over on Disney Plus. This time it's the animated show What If? And of course the first episode we got here was Captain Carter, right? What if Peggy Carter got in the machine instead of Steve Rogers and became the new, not only Captain America, but Captain Carter. And I thought this show was okay. It was just okay. I feel like the premise of this show is cool, and I feel like depending on the premise is where my enjoyment level will be on this show. This first episode, not so much. And I think the idea was cool, and I love Peggy Carter, and seeing her kick ass as like a Captain America was awesome. But basically all we did was substitute Steve Rogers for Peggy Carter, and it was the same damn story. I want something unique. I want something fresh. I want to see a completely different take on something in the MCU. And I feel like those episodes will be where What If really will strike its chord. But for this first episode, it was just okay. And I'm also not the biggest animation fan, so it's going to be hard for me to truly, really get into this show. And I feel it's going to take a really good premise to get me there. But, you know, we'll see where this Wednesday's episode takes us. So that's What If over on Disney Plus from Marvel. Next new show is the new drama over on the Stars channel, and it's called Heels, Heels. And no, it's not about the shoes. This is about wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. This has Stephen Amell, of course, our Green Arrow from the Arrowverse over on the CW. Stephen Amell, Arrow is done. This is his next project, and basically he plays a wrestler who's at the top of his game, and his brother, played by Alexander Ludwig, he's another wrestler in the company, and they're these brothers who are kind of bickering, and they're both trying to come up, and they're both trying to get popular and better their lives. And it takes place in this little town and about this little wrestling company. But I really dug it, man. I'm a big wrestling fan, so you knew I'd be into this show. It was a good pilot. It was a good start, and I can't wait to see where the show takes us. So if you're a wrestling fan, I think you're going to like Heels. It's cool to see how this plays out, the dynamic between all the wrestlers and this promotion. So check out Heels. This airs every Sunday night on Stars. The next new show I checked out was Brand New Cherry Flavor. This is a new show that's on Netflix, starring, I'm forgetting her name, but she was Alita Battle Angel. And I thought the trailer looked pretty interesting. It looks batshit crazy, but it looked interesting. And I watched the first 2 episodes, and I fucking hate it. I hate it. It's so boring. It's so stupid. It's so over the top that it just doesn't make sense. And who knows, maybe the show gets better. I think it's only 8 episodes. I just don't know if I could go back and watch it anymore to try to see where the show takes me, because these first 2 episodes sucked. I didn't even want to get to episode 2, but I figured, okay, episode 1's just setting stuff up. Maybe episode 2 will show me, you know, some of the cool stuff I liked in the trailer. But it was just so stupid. I just couldn't do it. So unless I hear from somebody else that they absolutely love this show, I think I'm done with it. So that's Brand New Cherry Flavor. I don't even know how to explain this show to you guys. It's that fucking ridiculous. So look it up if you're interested. That's now streaming on Netflix. And my last new show is on FX on Hulu, and this is Reservation Dogs. This is produced and co-written by Taika Waititi, so that's what got me sucked into it. And I watched the trailer and I thought it looked really interesting. It's about these kids on this reservation in this little town. It's all about these Indian kids and wanting to move out of this little town and better their lives. And, it's just kind of this coming of age story. And I watched the first 2 episodes and I dug it, man. So I'll continue to check this one out. It's funny and it's unique. It's a unique show that's on television right now. So check out Reservation Dogs exclusively on Hulu. Okay, and then a couple other quick shout outs. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is back. This is one of my favorite, funniest shows on television, and unfortunately it's back for its 8th and final season. So check out Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It is back. First 2 episodes already have aired, and it looks like they're airing 2 more episodes later this week. So lots of Brooklyn Nine-Nine coming at us, so get ready for that. Great first 2 episodes, and I'm so happy this show is back. I missed it. Schmigadoon had its finale over the weekend over on Apple TV Plus. Really liked the show. I felt like it did drop off. I was in love with the show in the first 2 to 3 episodes, and then I felt like the back 3 episodes were not as strong. So at the end of the day, I would still recommend it. I still think it was a good show to check out. But unfortunately, I don't like that it kind of dropped off. I wish it would have kept up to the momentum of those first 2 to 3 episodes that were just fantastic. But we'll see if it gets back for a second season. But check out Schmigadoon in all 6 episodes of its glory on Apple TV Plus. And another show that ended last night that I dug was The White Lotus. This is on HBO and HBO Max. This is a show that I'm so conflicted on because I liked it, but at the end of the day, this was another 6-episode show, and at the end of the 6 episodes, you're like, what the fuck happened? Like, what was this show even about? Nothing happens on this show. It takes place on this hotel resort called the White Lotus, and you're following these different families on vacation, and they're interesting to watch, but nothing really happens on this show. So it's hard for me to tell you, oh, you need to see this, because I'm still scratching my head going, what the hell did I just watch? So I don't know, but I did enjoy it. So it's a mystery to me, and it did just get renewed for a second season. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So there you go, couple finales: Schmigadoon on Apple TV Plus, White Lotus on HBO and HBO Max. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is back for season 8. You can watch that on NBC, Hulu, and Peacock, of course. Check out brand new cherry flavor, or don't, because it's not very good, on Netflix. Heels on Stars. What If on Disney Plus. Reservation Dogs on Hulu, and Titans Season 3 on HBO Max. So, woo! That's a lot of reviews to get through, man. Again, 20 minutes of the show just doing these damn reviews. But hey, it's a lot of good content, and this is kind of my favorite part of the show, is telling you guys what to watch and what not to watch. So, there you go. So, without any further ado, let's move on into our next segment, and that's the box office, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sad that ever since, we started talking box office again a couple weeks ago, we went from a top 10 down to a top 5 again, because that's how kind of rocky the box office is shaking out to be once again. So at number 5 is The Suicide Squad. This thing tumbled 72% from week 1 to week 2, which is just insane. One of the biggest drops ever. So just sucks, man. Movie deserves so much better. Number 4 was a debut. It's Respect, the new Aretha Franklin movie starring Jennifer Hudson. So that came out at number 4. Number 3 is Jungle Cruise, still hanging in there real nicely. So I love that. Number 2 is Don't Breathe 2, which we just talked about. So good debut there. And number 1 is Free Guy with $28.4 million. Don't Breathe 2 made $10.6 million on a $15 million budget. So I think Don't Breathe 2 is going to actually be pretty good considering all things. But Free Guy, yes, it doesn't sound the greatest, but it's actually a pretty strong debut. They were expecting it to maybe hit 25 at tops, and it did 28.4, which made more money than the Suicide Squad did. And, so pretty interesting there. And, but there's your top 5, guys, from a box office standpoint. Go out and support it, guys. If you feel like you need to wear a mask, you could book seats away from people. I've been going to the movie theater for the last year and have had 0 problems. So just be smart, get your sanitizer, keep your mask up, and do what you got to do. But enjoy these films, man. Let's support the box office. We don't need this thing dying. Okay? All right, guys, that's box office out the way. Let's get into our news of the week. So Idris Elba, speaking of Suicide Squad, he's coming back, but this time he's coming back for the Sonic the Hedgehog sequel, and he's going to be voicing Knuckles. That's right, Knuckles is coming into the sequel, and Idris Elba will be voicing Knuckles, which is awesome. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II is going to lead Steve Caple Jr.'s new dystopian picture called By All, so that should be really, really good. Sebastian Maniscalco has revealed that he will be in the Super Mario Brothers film. But hey, before you get too excited about that, it's a cartoon, guys. They're making an animated version of Super Mario Brothers. It looks like Illumination is going to be making it the home of Despicable Me and the Minions. So I can see them doing something pretty cool with Mario. So we'll see how that goes. Netflix has dropped the final season trailer for Lucifer, which looks awesome. I'm so excited for September to get our final season of Lucifer. The Morbius director, might have confirmed that a spoiler appearance might be in the movie. So we posted the article up. Check that out if you like. I won't say it because it is a spoiler. If it does happen, I don't want anybody getting mad at me, especially my boy Friggins, who just hates spoilers so much. So the article is there if you're interested. If not, take that for what it is. But we might get a special appearance in Morbius. We'll have to wait and see. Clancy Brown is joining Keanu Reeves in John Wick Chapter 4. I love this addition. Clancy Brown doing a lot of stuff lately. He's coming off playing the bad guy in the upcoming Dexter revival. So can't wait for that. And I definitely can't wait for John Wick 4. Rachel Brosnahan is joining Walter Hill's new Western called Dead for a Dollar. The White Lotus has been renewed for season 2. I just talked about that. White Lotus just ended yesterday, and they've already renewed it for a second season. But this time, the second season will take place at another White Lotus location, a new locale, and a whole new group of people on vacation. So it will be like an anthology series where we'll continue the White Lotus theme, but we're going to get different group of people and a different location, different hotel version of the White Lotus. So looking forward to that. Wes Anderson's new movie has welcomed Margot Robbie to the cast, so that's awesome. John Lithgow has joined Martin Scorsese's upcoming film Killers of the Flower Moon. The Suicide Squad, its HBO Max weekend, was 26% below Mortal Kombat. That's right, Mortal Kombat is the most streamed day-to-date movie that Warner Brothers and HBO Max has put out. Suicide Squad is number 2, and it's streamed 26% below Mortal Kombat. Let's see here. How I Met Your Father, the cast has officially been rounded out. I like it. I like what they put together here. This is coming to Hulu. It is the How I Met Your Mother offshoot, and so get ready with that, led by Hilary Duff. We have the full breakdown of everybody in the cast, so check that out. Judith Light has been cast as Courtney Cox's lithium-infused mother in the upcoming horror comedy that'll air on Starz called Shining Vale. Christina Applegate has revealed that she has multiple sclerosis. That's right. She says it's been a strange journey, but she has been diagnosed with it, and she is dealing with it. So they've been currently filming the new season of Dead to Me, which airs on Netflix. I love that show, but they're taking a break right now for her to work on that. But thoughts and prayers definitely with her for, best that we can with that diagnosis. She's awesome, and she's dealt with a lot in her life. We have the brand new trailer of Prisoners of the Ghostland. This is a new batshit crazy Nicolas Cage movie that'll be hitting theaters and video on demand September 17th. Nicolas Cage said this is the wildest movie I've ever made, which is a lot coming from Nicolas Cage, but this movie does look batshit crazy. Prisoners of the Ghostland, get ready, man. I'm ready for some Cage craziness. Let's go. The Marvels, man, the new Captain Marvel sequel, The Marvels, has officially begun production. They are filming, so it is finally happening. Let's go. Marvel Studios says that it has multiple new animated series in the works. Boo. I'm so tired of all the animation. But there you go. If you like animation from Marvel, we got more stuff in the works. Victoria Justice and Adam Demos are set to star in a new Untitled Netflix rom-com that they're putting together. Taika Waititi says he is done writing his Star Wars film and he hopes to make it here pretty soon. And he is still hoping to make that live-action Akira film, so we'll see how that goes. Tom Hardy says he's really trying hard to make a Spider-Man and Venom crossover happen, so we'll see how that turns out. I'm a little sad about this news. I could give a fuck less about a Powerpuff Girls TV show, but I kind of like the cast, man. You had Dove Cameron, and then we had Chloe Bennett from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., who I absolutely love. And then the pilot was shot, and they didn't like it. And they said, let's remake it. We're going to tweak it up. We're going to do some new stuff. And now Chloe Bennett has exited the live-action Powerpuff Girls pilot. She has left due to scheduling conflicts now. She has had to move on. So that bums me out, man, because I wanted to watch this because of Chloe. And so now we'll have to wait and see who they replace Blossom, with in this show. Rowan Blanchard and Alia Cravalho is set to lead Hulu's new teen romance picture. Let's see here. Netflix has released the new trailer for their show Clickbait, which is coming out here in about a week. I think this show looks really good. I am totally on board for Clickbait, so I love this trailer. Check it out. Aquaman 2, we found out that Black Manta will have a bigger role going into it this time, so that's awesome because I love Black Manta in the first one. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II was great, and I can't wait to see what he does in the sequel. So we found out what's happening with Jeopardy. Mike Richards is the new host of the show, and Mayim Bialik has been named the new host for the spin-off late night shows of Jeopardy that they do. So she'll be doing the specials, and Mike Richards will be doing the normal shows. So that's what's happening with Jeopardy. Nick Fury, it looks like we're getting ramped up to start Secret Invasion, but a lot of rumors going around that Nick Fury will be back in the Marvels as well. So maybe he's filming that first, and then we'll jump into Secret Invasion. We'll have to wait and see, but that is the rumor mill going around for Samuel Jackson, Nick Fury coming back. Brian May, the Queen guitarist, says that they're developing a sequel to Bohemian Rhapsody. That's right, something I did not see coming. I loved Bohemian Rhapsody. Rami Malek was great as Freddie Mercury. I love Queen. I thought it was a great biopic. A sequel would be really interesting. I just don't know what direction they would go with it. But with the band involved as they were in the first one, I'm definitely open to see where it goes. So we'll see. I mean, it's in the very, very early stages, so don't get too excited or too mad at this point. Nothing is greenlit, but they are developing a sequel. So there we go. We'll see. Keep you posted on Bohemian Rhapsody 2. A new fairy tale drama called Epic, which was from the Once Upon a Time creators over at ABC. It's not moving forward. That's right, ABC has decided to pass on the show. But ABC has snagged a series order for a new Latina family drama called Promised Land, so that will be coming. The Orville finally has wrapped filming on season 3. They've only been filming it for like 3 years, but it's finally filmed for season 3, which will be airing on Hulu, and Seth MacFarlane says that they're not ruling out any additional seasons also. So it has been 27 months officially since the season 2 finale, so damn. But filming has wrapped on the 3rd season, and we'll see how it goes. If it's popular, we'll bring it back again, but you know, that's what COVID did to the Orville, man, and that sucks. Peacock is going to be doing a new documentary series about entrepreneurs with disabilities, so that'll be pretty interesting. HBO Max has released the season 2 trailer for The Other Two, which I never saw season 1, but hey, check it out. I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's right, the Amazon TV series version is premiering in October, so I'm looking forward to that one there. MTV has released the nominees for their 2021 VMAs, so check that out if you are interested. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II talking about Aquaman 2. He says, I think the script is better than it was in the first one. It gives the actors a lot of good storytelling moments, and he's showing some different colors with this one. So I love to hear that. An insider said that while making a deal for the new Powerpuff Girls show, Chloe Bennett's availability for the new pilot cycle was conflicting, so she did not sign her offer due to scheduling. Casting for the new Blossom will begin in the fall. We have an article up talking about James Gunn and the future of DC after the Suicide Squad. So a pretty cool article to check out, just kind of with everything going on box office wise. Where do we go from here? Titus Burgess, I love this dude. He's joining Annie live over on NBC, so that is awesome. Let's see here. Sci-Fi in the USA Network, their Chucky series has officially wrapped production. Call of Duty Vanguard, that's right, some new leaks have pointed to the reveal that is coming hopefully later this week that the new Call of Duty game will be called Vanguard, and it looks like we're going way back in time once again. I want to go forward, not backwards. Come on, Call of Duty. We have the first trailer for Impeachment, American Crime Story, so check that out. It looks really, really good. We also have some first look photos and a release date for Tom Hanks' new sci-fi picture called Finch, which is coming to Apple TV Plus in September, so look for that. Grand Theft Auto, a rumor has come out saying that you got some remasters incoming, including Red Dead Redemption, along with Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, so very, very cool there. Ryan Reynolds' Free Guy character available in Fortnite, so you can get that if you're a Fortnite fan. Venom Let There Be Carnage has been delayed again. That's right. So this was what I basically did my quick bite about. And in a long story short, talking about, and that's not a big delay, Venom Let There Be Carnage was supposed to come out on September 23rd. The film has been pushed to October 15th. so it's only been delayed 3 weeks. But it's stupid and it sucks because they went from no competition to now it's coming out against Halloween Kills and The Last Duel. So lots of competition on the 15th. It also comes a week after the James Bond movie comes out and a week before... oh shit, I can't remember now what it was. See, this is why you gotta listen to the quick bites. There's another movie coming out the week after that I'm spacing right now. But yeah, so it's going to be sandwiched between 2 big movies and then has to compete with another 2 movies when it comes out. It just sucks. I had a feeling this was coming because the new trailer and all the marketing just said in theaters this fall with no release date. And I was like, uh-oh, something is up with this. And sure enough, it's because they were moving it. So October 15th is the scheduled date. We'll see if it moves again because there's still a lot of speculation that this thing might get bumped to January if this Delta variant continues to get bad. So we'll have to wait and see how this one plays out. But yeah, check out the quick bite for a full breakdown because I talk about not only this, but I also talk about Hotel Transylvania Transformania, which I'll get to here in just a couple minutes, which was also part of this episode that today news broke on that, which was part of what I talked about over the weekend. So we'll talk about that in a sec. Avatar: The Last Airbender. The full cast has been unveiled for the Netflix live action series, so check that out if you are interested. Home Alone's reboot is coming, and it's coming in November. That's right, on Disney+. 20th Century Studios, along with Disney, doing the Home Alone reboot. So looking forward to seeing what they do with this new version for sure. We have the first trailer for A Journal for Jordan, starring Michael B. Jordan. It's a new biopic that Denzel Washington directed. I did not like this trailer. I thought it was super somber. It looked like it was filmed for like a BET original movie. I just didn't like the quality. I didn't like the way it was presented. I didn't like the music. I thought this trailer just came off like a Hallmark Channel trailer. It just did not look good to me. So kind of disappointing knowing Denzel Washington directed this, and I love Michael B. Jordan, but I did not like this trailer for A Journal for Jordan. Disney has confirmed that Shang-Chi will still be released only in theaters. They are not jumping to a Disney Plus release. They're holding tight there. Gina Carano is set to star in a new revenge thriller from the Hitcher scribe. Hugh Jackman says he is not returning as Wolverine in the MCU despite his viral photo with Kevin Feige. So there you go there. Kind of expected that. MacGruber, they got a recast. That's right. Billy Zane is in. Mickey Rourke is out. That's right. Mickey Rourke was cast as the lead villain, but he's out. We don't know why, but Billy Zane has jumped in. So I'll take it, man. I like Billy Zane. Billy Zane's a cool dude. And this is, of course, coming to Peacock next year. Let's see here. In a major victory for Britney Spears and supporters of the hashtag Free Britney campaign, her father, Jamie Spears, has agreed to step down from his role as conservator. So that is awesome right there. That American Crime Story impeachment, man, I told you this is coming out in September on FX, and this looks really, really good, man. You got Beanie Feldstein as Monica Lewinsky, Edie Falco as Hillary Clinton, Clive Owen as Bill Clinton, Sarah Paulson as Linda Tripp, Kobe Smulders as Ann Coulter, and Billy Eichner as Matt Drudge. So very, very good casting here. I love it. Robert Rodriguez has signed a first look deal with HBO Max, so awesome. Congratulations there. I love that. Marvel's Avengers Spider-Man DLC, they say it's still on track for a 2021 release date. No specifics, we just know it's on track. Come on, guys, this game's been out for a year. It's time to put out the damn Spider-Man DLC already. Emma Stone has signed her deal to return for the Cruella sequel, so this kind of seems like a no-brainer. We had already heard that she was pretty much down, but it looks like the contract has been signed and Emma Stone will return for the Cruella sequel. American Crime Story, another season is in the works, and they're looking to do Studio 54. Atlanta Season 3 is set for an early 2022 debut, with Season 4 now currently in production, so that's awesome there. AMC's Interview with the Vampire series has added Sam Reed as Lestat, so very cool. Speaking of vampires, What We Do in the Shadows gets an early Season 4 renewal, plus a brand new Season 3 trailer has just dropped. I love this show. Cannot wait for its return in September as well on FX. So happy that I got a Season 4 renewal already. Ryan Murphy, man, who loves his America, horror story, crime story, all his stuff, right? He's got 2 more on the way. Dude, we got to calm down at some point. But Ryan Murphy is getting American Love Story and American Sports Story over on FX. So there you go, man. Like I said, we already have American Horror Story, American Horror Stories, American Crime Story. Now we're getting Love Story, Sports Story. Holy hell, man. But dude, Ryan Murphy just swimming in his Scrooge McDuck bank of cash. Sandra Bullock came out that the character she's playing in the upcoming Bullet Train movie, she actually replaced Lady Gaga in the picture because she had to drop out to finish up her House of Gucci movie. So that's who Sandra Bullock is replaced in that film. Emily Blunt is going to lead a new movie called Kate Warren, which is going to be from Amazon and Dwayne The Rock Johnson's $7 Studios, as she's going to be playing the first female detective. So the very, very cool, true story here. And I love that Emily Blunt and Dwayne The Rock Johnson still working together. They love what they did in Jungle Cruise. They got great chemistry, and now they're working together as him from a producer standpoint and her as an actress standpoint. So looking forward to Kate Warren. The first American Crime Story spinoffs will focus on Aaron Hernandez. He'll be in the Sports Story, and JFK Jr. for the Love Story version. So there you go there. William Dafoe did an interview, and he won't confirm or deny if he's in Spider-Man No Way Home. So good job on William Dafoe. How I Met Your Father stages a God Friend of Me reunion, as Brandon Michael Hall has signed on for a reoccurring role in the upcoming show. So I love that. Additional great casting there. We have the first trailer for American Horror Story Double Feature, which is the first footage from American Horror Story Season 10. So get ready for that. It premieres on Wednesday, August 25th. So get ready for some more American Horror Story. FX is still working on their Alien series, and they say it will probably premiere in 2023. Probably, so don't hold your breath on that one. But 2023 looking likely for the Alien TV series. A Knives Out-esque limited series called Retreat, starring Britt Marling, has been ordered over on FX. You can watch the trailer for the remake of the first ever Disney Channel original movie, Under Wraps. They have redone it. That movie came out in 1997, so this will come out in October for the remake here. Grace and Frankie dropped its first 4 episodes of season 4. So there you go, man. So a lot of people very excited that they surprised everybody with these episodes there. The Spawn movie has gotten a new screenwriter, as Broken City Scribe has been hired to come on board and adapt the new screenplay. So let's see here. What else do we have? We got Ryan Murphy again. I'm still thinking about how many damn projects this guy has, especially under that same title, right? So you have American Horror Story Double Feature coming up, American Crime Story Impeachment, American Horror Stories Season 2 just announced that they've renewed that, American Crime Story Studio 54, American Sports Story Aaron Hernandez, and American Love Story JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. So, man, God, Ryan Murphy, man, so many. We going to get American Toy Story coming up next? I don't know, man. We'll see. Rupert Friend and Jason Schwartzman have joined Wes Anderson's next film, so he's really stacking this thing up, man. But once again, congratulations to the American Horror Story spinoff, which has been renewed for a season 2 over on FX on Hulu. I'm torn on this show, man. Like, some episodes I've liked, some episodes I haven't. It's just very blah, you know. So I hope season 2 they hit it a little bit harder. All right, chugging along, man. Let's see. We already talked about that trailer. Ryan Reynolds officially came out after the weekend and said that Disney has said that they officially want a sequel to Free Guy now. So that is awesome. Again, Free Guy, my first 5-star movie of the year. I would love to see a sequel. I think everybody would, man. So I'm so excited that Disney wants to move forward with a sequel to Free Guy. So hells yeah. Hugh Jackman insists that his time is done as Wolverine, but Ryan Reynolds doesn't believe him, so he still thinks he can get him for Deadpool 3. We'll have to wait and see. James Gunn says that he's not against the Suicide Squad versus Justice League film, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't know, man. After this box office, I don't think James Gunn is coming back anytime soon to the DCEU. But hey, I might be wrong, because at least critically, he did a knockout job. Shang-Chi star Simu Liu, who I absolutely love this dude. He came out, man, blasting Disney because Disney CEO Bob Chapek stated that they were releasing Shang-Chi in theaters only as an experiment. And Simu Liu came back and he said, we are not an experiment. He said, we are the underdog, the underestimated. We are the ceiling breakers. We are the celebration of culture and joy that will persevere after an embattled year. So, man, he came back hard. And that's awesome, dude. I love that he doesn't bite his tongue and he speaks his mind. So there you go. Ridley Scott says he's very involved as a producer in the upcoming FX new Alien series, so I know my boy Friggins will be super excited about that, so I love that he's involved with that. Congratulations to Sylvester Stallone. Came out over the weekend that he has had at least one movie as a #1 film for every decade since the 70s. That's right, for the last 6 decades, Sylvester Stallone has starred in a #1 movie for the last 6 decades, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 10s, and 21. So congratulations to Sylvester Stallone. That is bomb, man. I just love it so much. Free Guy has a long-standing output deal between 20th Century Fox and Warner Media that calls for Fox's theatrical releases to still have their first paid TV window on HBO. So that means you probably won't see Free Guy on Disney Plus for a long time, because when this thing hits digital, it's going to be going to HBO and HBO Max first. Most likely, unless they switch deals somewhere on the back end. But as of right now, before Disney bought 20th Century Fox already had a deal with HBO. So just keep an eye on that. That's where it'll probably go first. All right, continuing along here. Sorry, give me a second here. Live action My Hero Academia has landed its director, so congratulations there. New Japanese filmmaker will be taking the helm on that. David Ayer confirms that the leaked Suicide Squad script is real and that the Deadshot and Harley romance was actually filmed, just wasn't released. So there you go. Let's see here. Overseas, Free Guy unleashed a $51 million global bow. The Suicide Squad marches towards $118 million worldwide, and Fast 9 has eclipsed $500 million overseas. So that's the international side of the box office report. Moving along here, a new Shang-Chi TV spot has been revealed today, along with advanced ticket sales have started. So you can get your tickets right now for Shang-Chi, debuting in theaters on September 3rd. Scarlett Johansson is the latest star to join Wes Anderson's next film, so congratulations there. All right, so I mentioned earlier when I did my Am I on the Air quick bite over the weekend, I talked about Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage being delayed. Now in my discussion I talked about how they weren't sure they were going to release Hotel Transylvania 4 in theaters anymore. This was supposed to come out on October 1st, but because of having to release the Addams Family movie that month, conflict of interest, 2 kids movies, Delta variant, a lot of stuff going on, there was a lot of rumors that Hotel Transylvania 4 might go straight to digital. Well, today it was announced that Amazon is in negotiations. That's right, Amazon is working on a $100 million deal for Sony that would send Hotel Transylvania Transformania to Amazon Prime Video as a Prime Video exclusive, skipping theaters. So this isn't 100% locked yet, but this is the update. So I just talked about this on Saturday on that quick bite, saying you never know, this could go straight to digital. And here we are 2 days later saying that Amazon might be picking it up. So that's the latest on Hotel Transylvania. Looking forward to this movie, man. My daughter loves this series. Field of Dreams is getting a TV series. That's right, it's already received a straight-to-series order over on Peacock. Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock, their new movie Lost City of D is officially wrapped production. The Toxic Avenger movie has also wrapped production. We have the first trailer for The Premise, which is the new anthology series coming to FX, and it looks really good, man. I'm looking forward to The Premise. Filming has begun on the prequel series for The Witcher Blood Origin, so look for that. It's coming soon. Jungle Cruise is getting an early digital release. It'll be releasing on digital on the last Tuesday of the month, August 31st. So everything's speeding up their digital releases. Like Black Widow is already available to buy. I bought Black Widow last week, which is crazy, man. It hasn't even been out a month from in the theaters, and I could already buy it. So that's what's happening with Jungle Cruise, man. Again, it's only been like 3 weeks, and it's already coming out, in a month, basically. Along with Snake Eyes. That's right, G.I. Joe Origins. Snake Eyes is also getting an early digital release tomorrow. August 17th is when this thing will be available to buy on digital, and it might even be popping up on Paramount Plus tomorrow. If it doesn't pop up tomorrow, it will pop up once it hits its 45 days from theatrical. Then you will see Snake Eyes popping up as a Paramount Plus exclusive to stream, so keep an eye out for that. A couple shows that have failed to find new homes. The show For Life has failed to find its new home after season 3 cancellation over on ABC. Another show which looked like it might have found a home on IMDb TV will not be coming back for season 2. That's the show Rebel. Yeah, it failed to find a new home and it will not return for season 2. That's Katie Seagal's show, so unfortunate there for those 2 shows. Schmigadoon, we talked about this one earlier. A potential season 2 is in the works. It could continue, and there's definitely more of the story to tell. So we'll see where it goes. That's from the executive producer of Schmigadoon. 2 new Venom Let There Be Carnage posters dropped today. We put them up on our Instagram, and they do confirm the October 15th date. So unlike the last marketing that just said in theaters this fall, this one actually has the October date. So we'll see if it sticks. And on that note, my friends, that's the end of our show. Hey, thank you for joining me. We're hitting about that 50-minute mark, but I appreciate you guys because there's a lot of news always to get through and a lot of reviews, but we did it, and I thank you so very much. Plug, amiontheair.com is our official webpage. Make sure you go to it. You can listen to the show. You can check out social media links. You can get to the quick bites. You can do everything on amiontheair.com. Just go support the page. It also has a link there to our Cash App. If you would like to maybe leave a couple bucks, this show is not free for me. So, help support your boy. I never really talk about it, but there is a link on our show page where you can send some Cash App or PayPal or whatever you'd like to do. Send it my way. But no, I appreciate you guys. Hey, like us on Facebook at facebook.com/amiontheair. Follow us on Twitter at amiontheair. Follow me on Twitter at DXDonMega. Make sure you subscribe to us on TikTok. Guys, our TikTok Am I on the Air page is awesome. I appreciate everybody that watches the videos and likes the videos, but we need more subscribers, man. Check it out. I do video reviews for TV shows and movies. Just follow us, man. You can get 60-second or less video reviews. I try to keep it quick and to the point. I think you guys would enjoy it. So, you don't have to put up TikTok videos to have a TikTok and just subscribe and watch the videos as I put them out. But if you don't want TikTok, hey, I share the videos to our Instagram page as well, too. So make sure you subscribe to Am I on the Air. Follow us on Instagram at simply Am I on the Air as well. And, of course, subscribe to us on YouTube. And check us out, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, Amazon Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn, Podchaser. We're all over the interweb. Subscribe to whichever one you like. RedDragonsRadio.com. Lots of plugs, I know it, but hey guys, follow us. Come along for the ride. I appreciate you. That'll do it for me on this Monday, August the 16th. I hope everybody has a great week. And we'll be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace.
Bye, everybody. Red Dragons!